Hey everybody, Roxabox90 with a crazy exciting announcement. Wizards of the Coast has finally confirmed what we had been speculating on for a long time. If they're not going to do a Modern Masters, they are going to do an Eternal Masters. Yes, announcing Eternal Masters today. It's coming out in June. The set symbol looks like an hourglass, like Time Spiral, which kind of fits the theme of pulling cards from eternity. 2 cards are seeing a reprint for sure. Force of Will with new artwork by Therese Nielsen. Hell yeah. Oh my god, this is huge. Mostly just because the artwork. The artwork, people. Seriously, Therese Nielsen. Oh, so good. Do they have to get rid of the old artwork? No, but new artwork, really awesome. So far, all the Force of Will artworks have been amazing, so kudos, Wizards. Amazing card to bring back. Of course, it's going to be at Mythic, mostly because of it's a money card. And Wizards seems to do this. They did it before. The real playable, awesome, expensive cards have to be Mythic because they can't allow it to completely wipe out and destroy the secondary market, I guess, is the thinking here. Reasons why you have cards like Dark Confidant, which is not the most broken card in Limited by any means, being Mythic in Modern Masters. As an example, Force of Will as well, Mythic. So yeah, the price is probably not going to drop drastically. It's $100 plus over $100 now. I could definitely see it settling at $75, $80 when the first 3-4 weeks this comes out, and then just continuing back its rise. It really depends how much product Wizards print. Same thing with Wasteland. Wasteland will be a rare. Does not mean it's going to be flooding the market. It'll be easier to get Wasteland, especially if you want a foil that's not going to cost you your arm or leg or limb of some kind. But regardless, I personally like this art. I like the bleakness. I really do. And it's great to see it coming back. So that's just 2 cards that Wizards is showing. Realize as well there'll be no reserve list cards in this set at all. So they're not getting rid of the reserve list. Which means for people who are freaking out, oh my god, dual lands are going to be cheap and blah blah blah, just ignore that. It's only for cards that are that are not on the reserve list. But there's still going to be lots of awesome cards. So these are 2 examples. What else could they have in the set? Well, it'll be interesting. The price tag is $9.99, which means that, think of it in terms of Modern Masters, we're looking at cards that are between $50 and $150. I can't see Wizards going above that, even for cards off the reserve list. Let's run through some. Brainstorm, common card. Definitely could use another foil, quote-unquote foil reprint, because foils are hard to lay hands on and expensive. Abrupt Decay is a card which sees a lot of play. It's a good card. It's not super expensive, but I think Wizards, if they want to preempt Abrupt Decay, which within the next year could easily be $20, $25 at a rare, maybe even more, depending how much it sees play, this would be a place to easily just bring it back without drastically impacting price. Tarmogoyf. The more prints of this guy we have, the better, and if there's an Eternal card that fits across all formats, more or less, it's this guy. Griselbrand, if they have a Reanimator / cheat into play theme, Griselbrand would be a card I could see them bringing back, especially because it's unlikely he'll see another reprint anytime soon in terms of his story arc. In terms of other cards, Entomb would be another one that could easily fit in if they have a Reanimator theme. And there's 1 or 2 others we'll talk to down the line. Snapcaster Mage, this card could always use a reprint, and if they're afraid about him impacting Standard too much, which last time he was printed in Standard didn't do too much, but he could now, it might be a different situation than it was then, and Snapcaster could be insane. This could be a way to print him without breaking everyone's books. Shardless Agent has only 1 printing ever, and this is an awesome card, and in a limited format it wouldn't be too insane, but it's an important card to get more of them out there, and here's a way to do it. Inkmoth Nexus, helping Infect. Inkmoth Nexus has been rising in price. Infect is not going to likely come back for quite a while. Here's a way to bring Infect back. Flusterstorm, this is a card that saw a very limited print. In fact, in paper, I think it was only in Commander that they had this card, and could definitely use a reprint. Big card for those formats. Jace the Mind Sculptor, more reprints the better. This would be an easy way to sell packs, easy way to promote the product. Look, Jace the Mind Sculptor's in the set. Senses Divining Top. There's one place on Earth they can reprint Senses Divining Top. I made a video about it in the past. This would be about how it's almost impossible to reprint this card in any product, besides barring Commander decks. This is a way for them to do it because Counterbalance is a deck, Miracles, etc. Blood Moon, this card needs a reprint. Just put it in Wizards. Don't even think about it. It wasn't in Modern Masters 2. It needs to be reprinted. but if they are afraid about putting it into a standard format, here's your way. Liliana the Veil, this card just keeps inching and inching and inching in price, and if they're not going to bring Liliana the Veil because she's too powerful in standard, which they've already, multiple employees have discussed about how, from Wizards, that how she's too good for a standard environment, that's why they're afraid to bring her back. If they're going to print a new Liliana, great. This one they could bring back in the set. Sneak Attack, this card I'm pretty sure is not on the reserve list. This is a cheat into play style card. Many decks, Sneak and Show, and many others. Definitely ubiquitous card in other formats, and could use a reprint for Commander players and others. Show and Tell, another example of a card that could use a reprint. Goblin Guide, please Wizards, if you're not going to put in a standard set, which shame on you, you should have already done it in Battle for Zendikar, then do it here because this card is disgustingly overpriced in a sense. It's too expensive for players who want to be able to run it and for what the card is. So that is my list of random cards I was thinking about. If you guys have others that you think could work in the set, or you disagree with me on my choices or whatever, definitely let me know down below in the comment section. This is super exciting. Happy to see that Wizards is trying to expand maybe a little bit the print pool. I'll probably make other speculation videos in terms of how I see it impacting the finance world and the print runs as we get more details in the coming months. Let me know what you guys think, and if you enjoyed the video, please tap the like button. If you're new to the channel, check in and subscribe. As always, RoxyBox90 signing out. I'll see you guys next time.